Hey guys. So welcome to Modified Monday with the Seated Cardio Queen. So if y'all don't know who I am, my name is Nataushia. A lot of people know me as the Seated Cardio Queen. Now, it is Monday, so that means we are going to do modified workouts, okay? And it looks like one of mine is frozen, so hopefully it comes back. Yes, it did. Thank goodness. So anyways, again, if a lot of y'all don't know who I am, my name is Nataushia. A whole lot of people also know me as the Seated Cardio Queen. Now, I started my weight loss journey at over 500 pounds. Hi, baby. So what I did is I actually ended up losing a lot of weight, okay? I've lost around 200 pounds. I injured my left ankle, and that's how I kind of fell into seated cardio because I am a former athlete. I have done basketball, track and field. I was a thrower, so let me clarify, I was not a runner because I've always been overweight. I've always struggled with my weight. I've always struggled with trying to lose weight all of my life. It took me 30 years to lose weight. I'm now officially down over 280 pounds. And what I've done is after I got injured, I knew that I needed cardio, but I didn't know how to do it. So I started to do research on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, but TikTok, Google, and YouTube. Sorry, my mom just sent me a text message. So that kind of threw me off. It's not normal for her to send me a text message right now. But anyways, that's kind of what happened. Now, from there, I did... Oh, she got her stuff! Sorry. I ordered my mom the miracle cocktail that we have because it helps with your blood pressure and all that kind of stuff. And she just sent me a picture verifying that she received her order. So I'm sorry. That made me really happy. But anyways, I had compiled all of these routines because I knew that I would need cardio, but I didn't know how to find a full-on seated routine. So what I did is I found seated exercises, and from there I created routines. So we're going to do 14 exercises tonight. I'm going to show you the most simplest version. I'm going to actually do the modified version the whole entire session. That's one thing that I love about doing my modified Monday routines is because I literally work out with you all doing the easiest version that I have accessible because I understand coming from over 500 pounds, I get that maybe sometimes us moving and going at the most advanced exercise level is not easy. Hey, Tanya. So because of that, I like to do my modified Mondays, but I also like doing modified Mondays because I have formulated these exercises specifically so that in the event you cannot utilize your legs, I know that I have several individuals that follow me now that are in wheelchairs or have mobility issues. I don't know the proper terminology for that, and I'm not trying to be offensive, but I want this to be all-inclusive. So that's why I designate Mondays specifically for those individuals so that you guys can feel included and you don't have to feel left out because I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to be left out. I know what it feels like to want to be able to exercise and work out and not have the ability to do so because you don't know where to start. You don't know how to do it, whatever the situation may be. So with that being said, I'm going to let y'all know what our routine is tonight, and then I am going to let you guys know kind of what we're going to do. Okay? Hey, Gloria. This is all seated. So that means like whatever it look like, all I can say is I'm not a doctor. I'm not a personal trainer. I'm nothing of that nature. What I am is somebody that's lost over 280 pounds. And literally we are going to work out in a kitchen chair. I'm 5'10" and a half, y'all. Okay. I'm 5'10" and a half. And this is the chair that we're going to be, well, this is the chair that I use. I don't care what you sit in. I don't recommend a rolly chair, but baby, if that's what you want to use, cannot guarantee you safety. But today, we are not going to be utilizing our legs. Mondays, I do not usually have leg engagement whatsoever because I'm making sure individuals that want to work out can work out, okay? So we're going to start off with the seated row. We're going to move into reach, knee taps, battle ropes, obliques, underleg jacks, leaners, uppercuts, knee slams, strokers, tummy twisters, shoulder presser, cross punch, and then jacks, okay? Thank you for saying I'm looking great. I had a shower last night, actually. Not today. I'll have one later because I am going to be going to, I'm going to go to the gym after I finish this. Hi, Mom. You threw me off. My mom just popped on Facebook, guys. Sorry. You threw me off texting me, showing me that you got your kit. But do not drink the blue tea, okay? Don't drink my blue tea. You can have Miracle Cocktail, but you can't drink my tea, okay? But anyways, we're going to exercise. For these 14 exercises, we're going to do them for 30 seconds apiece with a 10-second breather in between each one. Now, with that being said, I understand 30 seconds of exercise can be very daunting, very intimidating. But I don't care how many repetitions you do. I don't care if you do 3 reps, 13 reps, or 30 reps within that 30 seconds. What I do care about is that you give me your best effort, because I will never tell you that your best effort is not good enough, because I literally have been a former athlete. You'll see the chair whenever I move. But I was an athlete, and when I was overweight, I had a belly that was in the way when I was doing my crunches. I was all that kind of stuff. So I literally had coaches that would look at me and say, hey, you're not getting the benefit of the exercise, or you're not doing it properly, or whatever. I'm not going to tell you that your best isn't your best, because I know what it's like to give my best effort and be told that it's not good enough. So if you're giving me your best, eventually you're going to get to the advanced version, okay? But what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit this chair. I'm going to bring YouTube down so that they can see everything. I just want to make sure everybody can see me, because I have 3 streams right now. Okay? I have TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. I stream on 3 platforms at the exact same time, so I apologize, Elaine, that you can't see it right now, but you will in just a second, so give me a second. Are y'all ready? Thank you. Thank you for saying you love my hair. Can you see the chair? Can you see the chair? Anyway, I clearly can move. I don't have to do seated cardio, but I choose to do seated cardio because I want people to know that this is an exercise routine that can be done. And it doesn't matter where you are, if you're just starting out, if you are injured, if you have mobility issues, I don't care what your situation is, you can do seated cardio, especially on Modified Monday. Okay? Okay. Y'all just got to excuse me. I get silly. I also had some C4 earlier too, and I'm tingling. Are y'all ready? So anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to sit at the edge of our seat, and I got to pull up my britches because I got all this excess skin. But anyways, we're going to sit at the edge of our chair. Now, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. When I first started seated cardio, I had to rely on the back of my chair, but I try my best now that I'm more advanced to keep my back off the back of my chair. Now, if you need to use the back of your chair, that is totally okay. Just eventually work your way off of it, okay? But we're also going to focus on keeping our core tight. Now, what that means, have you ever taken a selfie and sucked your stomach in to look skinny? That's what keeping your core tight is, all right, baby? So we're going to do that. Don't forget to breathe. But our first exercise tonight is seated row. So that's what this is. You're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. We got 30 seconds. Seated row starting. Now let's go. Whew. Now again, I just want your best effort. Okay? So maybe you can't take it all the way down to your toes and all the way back up. Maybe this is what you got. Give me your best. That's all I want. Up next is going to be your seated reach. But we work out the entire time in a seated position because I understand, take your breather, but it's a lot easier sometimes to start off this way than it is the other way, okay? But we have seated reach up next. Okay, so we're going to knock that out for 30 seconds. Starting now, let's go. The quicker you move in seated cardio, the more you're going to increase your heart rate, which in turn is going to burn more calories, okay? But I understand if you're just starting out, your best is good enough. You're eventually going to get quicker. You just have to continue to show up. But welcome to Modified Monday. Woo! Take a breather. Up next is a knee tap. What we're going to do is this. You're going to really engage your core in this particular exercise, all right? So we're going to go ahead and knock that out for 30 seconds, starting now. Now, if you all don't know, I do stream live, and I do provide my routines absolutely free of charge, Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? You just got to hop on one of my platforms. We got TikTok, Facebook, or YouTube. Take your breather. Up next is battle rope. Okay. Let's go. We got 30 seconds starting now. Good job. Almost there. Take that breather. Good job. So up next is going to be our obliques, which is side bend, side bend, side bend. Okay, we're going to knock that out for 30 seconds starting now. Let's go. Try and keep that core nice and tight, okay? Good job. Keep it moving. Take your breather. Up next is under leg jacks, okay? Now I know maybe going under your legs could be a challenge, so guess what? We're going to do this right here. Just like that. You're going to keep that core tight, and that's how we're going to do it, okay? We've got 30 seconds under leg jack starting now. Let's go. I don't know who sent me stars, but thank you. Y'all, when I'm back here, I can't see what y'all say. I see y'all pop on. I see y'all send gifts and reactions, but I can't see what y'all say. Now, Karen, my moderator on TikTok, if she's on there, she always does her thing. I know Grace and a few other ones. Joanna, take your breather. Will step up and answer questions for me on Facebook and TikTok too. Up next is going to be our leaners. You're going to come up here. Try not to touch the back of your chair. Come up. And that's what we're going to do. Okay? Keeping that core tight. We got 30 seconds of leaners, baby. Let's get it. So the reason why we try not to touch the back of our chair is so that we really engage the abdominal muscles. Awesome work, baby. Ooh. Take your breather. Up next is going to be uppercuts, which looks like this. All right. So we're going to go ahead and knock out our uppercuts. We have 30 seconds starting now. Good job. But if you've never seen me before, a lot of people know me as the seated cardio queen. I've been doing seated cardio now for several years. But now I've created Modified Mondays so that anybody can see the easiest version. And also take a breather. Also, so people that have mobility issues, this is a great one for you guys to utilize. Next is going to be our knee slam. That's what this is, all right? We're going to knock that out for 30 seconds, starting now. But I like to do seated cardio because even though I can go run now, even though I can go to the gym, do what I want to do, I like being able to help other people that maybe don't know where to begin. Maybe don't know that seated cardio is an option, because I've realized since creating these routines, how many people I'm able to help. And to me, there's no greater feeling than helping somebody else that wants to help themselves. Take your breather, baby. Up next is strokers. All right. We're going to knock that out for 30 seconds. Starting now. Let's go. Let's get it, baby. Again, the quicker you move in seated cardio, the more it's going to increase your heart rate. In turn, we're going to burn more calories. Let's go. Keep moving. Keep grooving. You got this. Take your breather, baby. Now up next is going to be our tummy twisters. So maybe you can't go all the way to your knee. That's okay. Give me your best effort, because I understand it can be challenging, but let's go on ahead and kill it. We got 30 seconds, baby. Let's go. Keep moving. Don't give up. I know it's hard, but you can do this. Take your breather. Up next is shoulder presser. Arms are parallel with the floor. Up, down, up, down. All right, so we're going to knock that out for 30 seconds, babe. Starting now. So today is Modified Monday. So if you've been with me before and you want to do the advanced versions, you absolutely can. If you want to throw in resistance bands, free weights, whatever, you can. But I choose to do this specifically so people can see what it's like to do modified exercise. So people can see that you can still work out in a chair without equipment and still lose weight. I'm down over 280 pounds, and I'm just here to help other people that want to help themselves. Take your breather, babe. Whew. Up next is our cross punch, all right? You're going to keep that core tight. It's really going to work your upper abdominal region on this particular exercise, as well as your little arms, okay? We've got 30 seconds, cross punch. Let's go. Now, if you've had a rough day, rough life, whatever, these are really great stress-relieving exercises. Just so you know. Speaking from experience. Thank you for tuning in and doing seated cardio modified Monday today, guys. Take that breather, though. Jacks is next, which is this number right here. But this is where we do not engage our legs. None of that. Modified Monday, I always make no leg engagements. We got 30 seconds, Jacks. Let's go. And again, the reason why I like to do that is I know that I have a lot of people now that have mobility issues. Some of you guys are confined to a wheelchair, so guess what? It's okay to have all-inclusive routines where you don't engage your legs. And I like making sure that I include everybody because I know what it feels like to be left out. And I refuse to do that on any of my platforms. So let's get it together, baby. We're about to move into round 2. Take that breather. We have seated row up next, okay? Y'all ready? Because it's time, babe. We got 30 seconds, seated row. Let's go. Make sure you squeeze those shoulder blades. Another reason why I don't like to use weights or resistance bands when I work out is because I understand not everybody has the financial means readily available to them to get those things. So I like to show the world what is possible with just yourself and something to sit on. So let's get it. Take that breather. Up next, we've got reach. How we feeling? Hopefully great. Happy Monday, babes. Let's reach. We're reaching for them stars. We got 30 seconds. Let's go. Thank you, TikTok. I see y'all. Thank you for the love. Put in that work. Let's get it. Exercise doesn't have to be scary, guys. I get it. But if you want to lose weight bad enough, if you want to get healthy and get yourself, take your breather, in good enough condition again, you don't always have to go to a gym. Because I know some of us don't always have that kind of access. But you can 100% still get it in a kitchen chair, whatever you want to sit on. We got knee taps, 30 seconds. Let's go. Keep that core nice and tight. Let's get it. Awesome work. Good job. Thank you guys for sharing our routine tonight too. I see you. Take your breather. Battle ropes are next. Y'all, we are killing this routine tonight, and I'm so proud of you, for real. But it is battle rope time, baby. We've got 30 seconds. Let's go. Try to keep your arms as straight as you can. If you can, if not, that is okay. Your best is all that I need from you, okay? Let's go. Awesome job. Take your breather, baby. So up next is going to be our obliques. We have 30 seconds of obliques. Let's go. But if y'all don't know me and you're just popping on, my name is Nataushia. A lot of people also know me as the seated cardio queen. After losing around 200 pounds, I injured my left ankle. And that's how I became the seated cardio queen, because I started to create seated, high-intensity interval training workouts. Now on Mondays, I provide modified routines and do the easiest exercise possible. Take your breather. Because I want the world to see what is possible. I get losing weight is hard. I get exercise is sometimes hard if you're just starting out and you don't know what to do. So we're doing baby steps on Mondays so that you can come on and see what is possible. Now, you are going to have to work. I can't sit here and say it's going to be easy the whole time, but you're going to be able to do it. We have under leg jacks, 30 seconds. Starting now. Let's go. But I'm here to tell you, if you put in the work, you change how you eat, and you do what you need to do, you're going to get the results. Unless you have some sort of health condition that prohibits you from doing so, you're in complete control. Maybe you have polycystic ovarian syndrome. Maybe you're insulin resistant like I am. But you have to be willing to make sacrifices in your lifestyle in order to attain the results that you want. You're not just going to fall in your lap, take your breather. You can't wish for results and expect the results to come. You have to pick yourself up and put in the work to get the results, okay? But we can work together. No biggie, right? But it is time for us to do our leaners. We got 30 seconds of leaners starting now. Try not to hit the back of your chair and come up. Perfect. But I eat a low carb, low sugar, high protein lifestyle because I do have PCOS. I am insulin resistant. And that's how I've lost the majority of my weight. In addition to, take your breather, I did have gastric sleeve surgery on June 30th of 2021. I do utilize weight loss supplements. I do utilize appetite suppressant drops, like fat burning capsules, whatever. Those are tools that I've added to my toolbox. We're going to go on ahead and move into uppercuts. We've got 30 seconds starting now, because at the end of the day, I want to lose weight. And I will add whatever tool necessary to my toolbox to make sure that my home, and I say my body is my home, to make sure that it is completely stable and supported to the best of my ability. So it's all about how bad you really want it. Maybe you can't afford supplements. I get that. But I do. I do what I can, and I share what I do simply because it's worked for me. Take your breather. Whew. Lord have mercy. Up next is going to be our knee slam, okay? But at the end of the day, it's time for us to slam these knees, baby. We got 30 seconds. Starting now. You can 100% wish to lose weight. I wished for 30 years to lose weight. But it wasn't until I decided to pick myself up and start to put in the work that I got my results. Because you can wish all day, but them wishes won't come true if you ain't doing nothing to make them wishes come true, babe. How bad do you want it? Because you can't blame somebody else for not losing weight. It's your own fault most of the time, unless, again, take your breather, unless you do have a health setback. Because I've been on Weight Watchers. I've done Jenny Craig. I've done Nutrisystem. I've done all of the systems. Do you know why they didn't work for me? Because I didn't work the system. I cheated. And a lot of times, that's what happens is y'all don't really put forth the foot or the effort, and then you get mad because you don't get the results. Because you're having 27 cheat meals in a week. That was me. And I'm here to tell you what it took me to get to where I'm at now. But we're moving into our strokers. We've got 30 seconds starting now. Because my mom, my dad, they had me on every diet. They paid for every single thing that they could to try and help me lose weight as a kid. I've been on all of the diet lifestyles. I've been in the gym. I've done the things. But I would still sneak and eat Twinkies. I would still have chips and dip when I didn't need them because my body won't break down what it needs to like it should. But then I'd be like, I don't know why I'm losing weight. I don't know why I'm not doing this. Take your breather. And it's simply because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. And then I would get upset because I didn't have the results when it was my fault. A lot of times it is our fault that we're not losing weight. Let's go on ahead and move into our tummy twisties. We have 30 seconds starting now. And I'm not sitting here to make anybody feel bad. I'm just trying to let y'all know the truth. And there's not a nice way to say it other than pick yourself up and do what you need to. Because I'm 33 years old now and over 280 pounds down, and it's taken me my whole entire life. But I can say I put down eating 2 pizzas. I put down eating things I didn't need to eat anymore. Take your breather. And that was hard. It was very hard to choose my health over the foods that I enjoy. Sometimes you got to be willing to let go of certain things to get the results that you really, really want, okay? Well, let's go ahead and move into our shoulder pressers. We've got 30 seconds starting now. And there's no easy way to say it other than if you want results, put in the work. Stop complaining. Stop getting mad because you're not losing weight. And if you're not going to get labs done to find out if you have diabetes, if you're insulin resistant, whatever. If you don't have a health condition limiting your results, most of the time it's what you're putting in your mouth that's going to cause you to not lose weight. Just saying. Take your breather. It only took me 30 years to realize that, just so we know. But up next is going to be our cross punch, okay? But I had to stop eating Domino's. I had to stop eating all of the things that I liked to get my results. Let's do our cross punch. We got 30 seconds. But I only tell my story because I know the struggle. I know what it's like to sit on furniture and break it. I know what it's like to have to request special seating when you go to public locations because you can't fit into patio furniture. So I can sit here and be like, oh yeah, baby, you're going to lose weight. You will lose weight if you put in the work and you make lifestyle changes. And people are always like, what motivates you? Take your breather. How do you do it? You have to choose. You have to mentally make that decision within yourself. I can tell you all of the ways to get there, but you have to be willing to put in the work for it, okay? But it's time for us to do our jacks. We've got 30 seconds starting now. Let's get it. We're about to move into our third and final round. Now, if you want to tune in on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, I do advanced exercises. Mondays are fully modified. There we go. Take your breather, baby. We are moving into our third and final round. Then we're going to stretch, and then we'll be done, okay? Y'all are killing it tonight, and I want you to know, like, I believe in you. When I say I have struggled all of my life to lose weight, I mean that. Let's go ahead and do our seated row. We got 30 seconds. Let's go. I know how hard it is to choose to eat healthier. I know how hard it is to not eat pizza at a party. Or if I do, I'm scraping the toppings off and not eating the crust because I know my body can't break down carbs. There is a way that you can always be successful on your health journey, but you have to be willing to find those little hacks, as they call them. I eat off toddler plates. Take your breather. And I use toddler utensils, or I try to get the smaller plates and smaller utensils, so I'm eating smaller portions, but I make myself mentally think I'm eating more because it's a small plate. It looks like more, but it's not more. It's exactly how much I need for myself. Let's do a reach. We have 30 seconds starting now. Let's go. But also, I can't remember if I shared my macros, but I do 60 between 60 and 100 grams of protein a day, around 50 net carbohydrates. If you don't know what net means, baby, there is this little thing called google.com that will break that all the way down for you, okay? And then I do about 28 grams of sugar a day. That's it. That is what I try to hit every single day. Take your breather. Because I have found that those macros work for me. I don't track my calories. I don't track my sodium. I don't care about anything but the three things that I mentioned. Okay? That's what I've lived on since I started my weight loss journey, even before I had my sleep procedure, okay? But we are moving into our knee tap. We've got 30 seconds. Knee taps starting now. But I don't believe in excuses. I was over 500 pounds, and I was doing standing burpees, standing mountain climbers, standing push-ups, because you know what? I was tired of being overweight, and I found a way. I made a way because I refused not to put in the work. At the end of the day, it's all about how bad you want it, because I don't hear excuses. I don't believe in them. Take your breather. That's why I show and do what I do, because I know that even at 500 pounds, I could do this right here. So don't come at me and say I can't, okay? Unless you physically cannot do a certain thing, I don't believe in I can't, because I've been there. I've done it, and I fought the fight, and I'm here to tell you right now, you can do it too. Stop being scared. Let's move into battle ropes. We got 30 seconds, starting now. Because one thing I won't do is I won't sugarcoat it. It's going to take work. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take showing up on days you don't want to show up. I have been sick all day in the bathroom and did not want to come on and do a live. But do you know what? I'm sitting right here and I'm working out with you guys, because guess what? If I say I don't believe in excuses, no matter how much I've been sick today, I'm here and I'm doing it. So how bad do you want it? Take your breather. But it's my fault that I was sick, because I ate 0 sugar candy last night and it ran through me all day long. So it is my own fault that I was sick. So I'm sitting here and I'm fighting through how I feel, because I know that this is what I need to do for myself and my health. But we're going to go ahead and move into obliques. We have 30 seconds of obliques starting now. Let's go. But I always hear, I can't eat like that. I can't drink that. I can't do that. Stop speaking negativity over your life and saying you can't do something simply because it's uncomfortable for you right now. Do you know how many days I would sit and eat the same meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner because that's what worked for me in the beginning of my weight loss journey? And I would have people tell me, take your breather. I can't eat that way. And it's not because you can't, it's because you won't. So how bad do you want to lose weight? Because I know the cavemen didn't eat like we did. They had the same meals all the time because they didn't have McDonald's, Arby's, Hardee's, whatever. They didn't have the choices we have today. So I don't believe in excuses. It's just pure laziness or the drive not to change how you are. That's just the reality of the situation. But we're going to go on ahead and move into our under leg jabs. Whew, we got 30 seconds starting now. And y'all might think that I sound mean, but I promise some of y'all need to hear what I'm saying. There's no easy way to say it. And it's just the truth. I wish that I would have had someone like me when I was starting my journey. So I became what I wanted in my beginning because I looked for someone that would provide free routines, that would have information, that would be knowledgeable, take your breather, and helpful. Someone that had fought the fight and lost over 200 and some odd pounds, but still came on and freely worked out and gave what they could. Because you're not going to find that on a lot of places. Show me someone that provides a free routine Monday through Thursday. Fully. Because I want to meet them. Let's go on ahead and move into our leaners. We've got 30 seconds starting now. And I'm not saying that to be nasty, but I really don't know any other creator that provides full-on free routines to try and help the world. Because at the end of the day, it is more rewarding to me to see Grace being able to lose 150 pounds, to see Yvonne lose 110 pounds doing seated cardio, to see Karen to fit into her jeans, take your breather, to see Yvette lose 15 pounds. To see y'all having success is what makes me continue to do what I do, because I know I'm changing lives freely. And to me, you cannot put a price tag on changing somebody else's life. You can't. So to me, that's the biggest blessing in the world, is to know somebody's getting healthy because of what I'm putting out. But let's go ahead and move into our uppercuts. We've got 30 seconds. Uppercuts starting now. So don't give up on yourself. I want you to see for once in your life, if you are someone that consistently gives up, I want you to see what it's like not to give up on you for once. because I gave up on myself over 30 years. Not no more, baby. There's so much life to live. I can take a bubble bath now. I can fly in an airplane, take a breather. And if y'all haven't seen my post, me being afraid of excess skin almost stopped me from losing weight when I was over 500 pounds because I was terrified of what I would look like. Let me flap though, baby, because guess what? I can fly in an airplane now. I can travel and do all the things. We're going to go ahead and move into a knee slam. We've got 30 seconds starting now. So you might think that weight loss is impossible, but most of the time the reason why it's impossible is because you're refusing to do what you need to get there. That was me for 30 years of my life. I was nearly 300 pounds when I was a senior in high school. I got to be over 500 when I was in college, but I've always been an athlete. So that's how I created routines, because I know what it's like to be an athlete, take a breather, and have to do conditioning and all of those kinds of things. But I also know that there's modifications to exercise because I started at over 500 pounds doing standing exercises. We're going to go on ahead and move into our strokers. We've got 30 seconds starting now. So don't come at me with I can't. That's all I'll say. Do not. Because I see so many people or see comments on some of my stuff that I do, and they're like, I can't eat like that. That's your choice. But I do what I need to in order to make sure that I'm successful on my weight loss journey. And I share what I do. You don't have to eat exactly like me, but you can take what I offer and modify it in whatever way you need to. I don't know everything, take your breather, but what I do know, I refuse to keep it just to myself because I know I'm able to help change lives. And to me, that's absolutely worth it. But let's go ahead and move into our tummy twisties. We have 30 seconds. Starting now. Take your breather. Up next is our shoulder press, okay? But if you've never had somebody support you, if you feel like you can't do it because you don't have a support system, you fell on the right platforms, okay? Let's do our shoulder press, babe. We've got 30 seconds starting now. The reason why I say that is because everyone here is essentially family, other than the trolls and the haters. And I got some, but that's okay. Stay healthy, it's all right. But everybody here is very motivating. Everybody here is super welcoming. You're not going to find a more supportive platform, in my opinion, when it comes to exercise. So you're welcome here. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you think. As long as you have a pure heart, take your breather, and you're positive minded, and you're not here to spread hate or negativity, maybe you're welcome here. All right? We got this. But it is cross punch time. Let's go. And again, go at your own pace. Do what you need to do for you, baby. Work your way up. I don't expect you to come off and immediately start moving like me because I was not this fast in the beginning. I wasn't even this coordinated. I'm the most clumsy human you'll probably ever meet. I'll be doing seated cardio and I'll still end up scratching myself still to this day. Take your breather. I still hit myself. I still injure myself in this chair doing exercises. I cannot tell you the amount of times I end up cutting my hands trying to do things because I have daggers. First of all, but let's jack, baby. This is our last exercise, then we're going to stretch. Let's go. Jack. Whew. But I promise you can do this, and I believe in you. I've lost literally over 280 pounds. I know it's not easy. I know it sucks to go from eating 2 pizzas, dessert, and cheese sticks in one sitting to having to drink a protein shake for breakfast, a protein shake for lunch, and a salad for supper. That's how I started the first month of my journey. I was in starvation mode. Take your breather, catch your breath, whatever. because literally I would sit down and I could put down 2 pizzas, some cheese sticks, some cheesecake. And it was nothing for me to want to go eat something else on top of that. So I went from over consuming food to literally starving, because I literally had a protein shake for breakfast, premier protein shake for lunch. And then at supper, I would have this giant salad with like meat and boiled eggs and cheese, sunflower seeds, ranch dressing, all of that. But I lost around 30 or 40 pounds within my first 30 days because I changed how I ate. I increased my water intake. I increased my exercise. So all it is essentially is how you fuel your body is how you're going to get your results. But we're going to go ahead and stretch. We're going to bring our left arm across our body. Starting now. And you might ask, why do I keep pecking on my watch? Because I time every single thing that we do. Because where I am a former athlete, that's what I learned, and that's what I've stuck to, and that's what I found to be successful. Alrighty? We got this. Okay, let's switch sides. Right arm across. We are about to pull our left and right arm behind our head. Now, me coming from 500 plus, I know that the struggle is real. So I'm going to show you a modification to make sure that you're able to do that. Oh, excuse me, okay? But literally, if you want to ever join us, it is free of charge. And just tune in, all right? But to go on ahead and get your arm behind your head like this, what you need to do, if you can't do it that way, actually, yeah. You're going to interlock your hands like this, pull it behind your head like that. That's the hack. If you cannot do it like this, okay? So pick whichever way is going to work for you. Interlock these hands, pull behind your head, whichever way you're going to go, all right? Let's get it. But I do what I do because I want to help as many people as I possibly can. I may not know your faces. I may not know all of your names. But I know I'm changing people's lives all the way across the world, from Europe to Africa to Indonesia to Brazil. Let's switch sides. I have people all across the U.S. I have people literally across the world that I help, because on my Facebook alone, I can see all of the countries that I get to help. I can see all the people that I get to touch. And if you ever miss a live routine, let's stick our right leg out in front of us, toes facing the sky. But if you ever miss a live, let's bring our arms down. I record on YouTube and Facebook. So if you ever cannot be here, or in the event I cannot be here, you can always work out, okay? Let's walk our way down our right leg now. I don't care if you cannot take it to your toes. Give me what you can give me. I don't care what you got, but give me your best. That's all I want from you, okay? I can take it to my toes because I've lost enough weight. But let's go, because I cannot wait for you to get here. Like, I love whenever you all let me know your non-scale victories. I remember Grace telling me she could cross her legs. I remember another one of my friends telling me she could cross her legs for the first time. And it was just such an amazing feeling. It's the non-scale victories you cannot put price tags on. So that's one of the other reasons. Let's switch sides. That's one of the other reasons why I don't put a price tag on what it is that I do, because I know at the end of the day, I'm changing more lives than what I can ever get paid for. Could I get paid for what I do? Absolutely. But I also know not everyone has the means to get a personal trainer. Not everyone has the means to membership. So you have no excuse when you have a free routine that's smack dab in your face. Let's come up. So what we're going to do now is a breathing exercise. What you're going to do is you're going to inhale up through your nose, hold your breath up here, exhale out down through your mouth. We're going to do a total of 3. You're going to control your breathing. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3. And it was L, not Grace. I can't remember if Grace told me she could cross her legs or not. It was L. My friend L was saying she could cross her legs for like the first time in her life, and I actually got the names mixed up. But listen, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for working out with us. and all of that kind of fun stuff. I don't know what happened to my Facebook, but it's doing its thing. But anyways, YouTube, I am going to go on ahead and end this. I always end y'all first because I like people to have access to the content and not have to have me talking 75 million times, exceeding, whatever. But listen, I'm proud of you, and you killed it, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow, okay? God bless, and bye for now.